Hey everyone, it's Ultraviolent4 here, and you're joining me for Demonspawn Gladiator Part 5. We're playing here with sounds on the Korean server. I've actually just turned them down a little bit, the volume of the sounds that is, so we'll see how we go. Maybe I'll have to fiddle with it. So this character, we just finished off the Orcish Mines. Our next step is to clear the dungeon to 15, and then we'll think about our first rune. If you have a look in the bottom left here, you can see I was just doing a search for some R poison, which we don't yet have in our game. So we'd really like to find some poison resistance because our choices are spider or shoals. Spider's really bad without R poison, and shoals is really hard to do as your first rune. So let's cross our fingers on that one. Let's head off. We want to go to the dungeon. Okay, so we have no flaming weapon for hydras, so we have to make use of alternate arrangements. We've got an unidentified acid, which is a bit painful to use. I could use a lightning rod, but we have no evocation skill, so it's just acid, and then maybe lightning. Ooh. Okay, someone hit an alarm trap somewhere. Guess we'll go Ice Blast. Looks like we can't hit it. Using the unidentified acid is wasting it, which is why I'm a little bit loath to do that. Can just use our Piety maybe? Yeah, that worked. I know there's an ugly thing somewhere because the gargling sound is one of the best so far. We want to make sure that we're trying to fight these slime creatures in the open like this. They're much more dangerous when they combine. I'm just kind of hanging out the stairs here, the monsters are just coming, which is kind of how Cause tends to play out. You can see we're sensing them coming behind us. Basically, the noise will just draw things to you, which is why you can stay near the stairs if you really want to. Or you should, really. At least when you first come to a level. Hear an angry buzzing noise. Seems like our game is quite nice and unlaggy today. It feels like when I'm playing on the Australian server and I'm a bit laggy, whereas I'm on the Korean server and it's about the same. I'll pick this up. Maybe I'll ID it at some point because maybe it has, I don't know, it might be flaming, which will let me kill the hydras, but I'm not just going to equip that because a hand axe is it's a relatively weak base weapon. It's the smallest axe, and it might also be contaminated or have draining on it, in which case equipping it would be bad for me. So I'll keep the axe just in case it's a good resistance to use occasionally, but I don't want to use it as my actual main weapon. Oh no, the acid dragon scales are relatively light armor. There's the ugly thing. Yeah. There we go. I should have let it play out. My bad. I knew that he was here somewhere. Alright, a demonologist. So he's going to summon demons, but as a summoner we can always just go up the stairs and his summons won't follow. What was that? But as we're gonna do for quite a while here, we're just gonna have scare battles. Those guys are. Do you know what that was? Those guys are 2, so they're a bit scary. Right, there we go, they split. I'll go up to heal, because if I stay there, the noise is going to keep pulling guys. It looks like I'm getting much more frequent clouds now that my piety is going up. I'm back up to 5. Do I have my... Yeah, okay. So at 5 piety we have the ability to use disaster area. This one's pretty sick. Costs 7 magic points. So if I want to use this, I need to be careful of my spirit shield, because as I take damage, I'm going to lose my magic points. Alright, so disaster area. This one. Blast the entire area around you with powerful natural forces. Invocation skill increases both damage and area affected. It's really good. So especially as you're... I mean, we've already got 14.5 invocation, which is pretty good. But we want to keep going. Probably forever. But with high piety, this just blasts everything on the screen. And I mean everything. You get explosions everywhere. It's a very good panic game. Guess I was a bucket. This server is just ridiculous. I don't think I'd want to play all my games like this. It's a bit much. Got the laser cannons going again. It's a bit much, but as a one-off, it certainly is funny. Alright, so what do we do here? We've got 18 strength at the moment. I've been leveling strength with the aim of getting to 23. At least 23. Maybe 24. Because 23 is the encumbrance rating for both crystal plate armor, or more likely gold dragon armor. The thing is that on my shopping list I have a plus 15 plate armor, which I'm probably not going to want to upgrade from. Plus 15 armor is pretty nice, but if that's the case, then 18 strength is all I need. I think I'll go Dex. I think we'll say that we're probably, this plus 15 plate armor, we're probably going to end up using this. In which case, yeah, the Dex is better because I'd rather be evasive. Hearing gurgling noises, so I think there are more, here we go, ugly things to come. That one didn't gurgle. I still don't think we've seen a broad axe. If I can spell that one. A broad axe, we have seen a broad axe. It's a +0. I have seen brand too. Well, if I see a brand weapon scroll, I will know to go back and get it. I think I'd rather use a +3 War Axe of Venom than a +0 plain. Other way around. I'd rather use the War Axe than a plain Broad Axe. This looks like we're coming up to a vault here. This area with all the stone walls. It's a little scary. I'm going to take him up so we don't have the Rust Devil still there. There we go. And we're sensing something else that can hear us, presumably. Just a jelly. Alright, not a big deal. I'm picking this same star again. That's a Vampire Knight. Let's XV him. That's a 4. Let's try again. 49% paralyzed chance. I don't know how I feel about 49% paralyzed chance. I'm going to make a elemental force. And I don't know if they can see invis. I'm going to say they don't. It can. Okay, well the air elementals can. How about the others? That one can't. And earth. That one can't. So the 2 air ones can, because he can go, the Vampire Knight can go invisible. So, in this case, my guys will be able to see him. This is a really, really dangerous combination, by the way, when you have a Phantasmal Warrior and a Vampire Knight. Because see, if we XV the Phantasmal Warrior, with his attacks here, it can reduce resistance to hostile enchantments. If he hurts you, there's a chance that he'll halve your MR. So this 50% paralyzed chance will be even bigger. It's particularly dangerous when you're doing, say, Crypt, and you're a pretty strong character. Maybe you're doing 15 runes, and you're thinking about how strong you are, and how nothing can kill you, and then you get your MR halved, and then you get paralyzed, and then you just die. So don't ever underestimate, well, anything with paralysis really. So Vampire Knights ever, but particularly if you get the warrior with them. I'm going to also elemental forces. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, I wanted to do my upheaval, but I accidentally just made a bunch more dudes. So they can probably just finish him off. Maybe? Not quite. I better upheaval him then. I don't want to... Yeah. I just don't want to risk it. Yaktor Captain. Yeah, this does look like a vault. These are quite high level enemies that are coming out. Just walking across the open tomb. Luckily we have our reflection laser going. So what do I want to do? Probably the one with acid. Yeah. We've only got 3 left, and then the crude hand axe. Drain plus invis, RC dex plus 4. It's plus 8. That might be better. So it's effectively got plus 5 slaying on it. The way that weapons work is that the base damage is more important, and particularly as you get higher weapon skill, the base damage will be multiplied. So the war axe is 11, and the hand axe is 7. Yeah, that's quite a lot actually. But don't think of it just like, okay, well this is 4 damage less than the war axe, so the extra 5 slay on this hand axe will make it better. No, it doesn't quite work that way. As I was saying, the base damage is more important. So I'm going to stick with the war axe. Even though plus 8 sounds really good on the face of it. Here's a wolf spider. This is where not being poison resistant is going to maybe hurt us, but alright. Just the one guy is okay. And what crazy scary things are we going to find in here? I'm not too keen to just charge in, because my noise is going to pull them out. I'm going to wait here. Doesn't look like it. We've also dropped from 5 Piety again, so we've lost Disaster Area. That was my accidental second use of Elemental Force there. I don't really need Wands of Flame. With Backslash, I'm going to turn them off from my auto pickup. So it's an Orc Sorcerer. He's got a 43% paralyzed chance. It's okay if it's just him. There's a Sphinx. It's probably something similar. 59% paralyzed chance. Oh boy. So our lack of MR is... we got paralyzed. A bit of a worry on this character. I don't think there's anything... No, we don't have any MR anywhere though. Let's get this Lamp of Fire. The Lamp of Fire is really good. We got one. Not only does it make fire, it also then gives us the ability to animate all the fire like this with our elemental force. Right, so we got that guy. We didn't want to fight him one-on-one with a 60% paralyzed chance. Our pack is full. Let's drop the +1 Plain War Axe and the +0 hat that we can no longer wear. That means our... Yep. So we've got large antennae, so that's at level 3. We have the new ring as well. Let's check that one out. Over the protection from fire, I guess. Let's see invis. Alright, we can drop that. Our large antennae do that automatically. We've still got 300 gold or so until we get that +5, +15 plate armor. Curse Ring of Gladness. There's a fair bit of gold in that little vault there. This is good. Although we're rapidly running out of dungeon floors and we still don't have our poison. I'm being confused. It's not that scary. There we go. A Scroll of Silence. Okay, that's good to have. It's really good against magic using uniques in particular, but also against things that really rely on their spells. So liches, ancient liches, etc. It reminds me of the what are they called? The cliff races in Morrowind a bit. DsGl. Cliff races in Morrowind. That's like a blast from the past. Hey, we're nearly at 1300 gold already. Alright, D14. Can we have some poison, please? Looks like we got another stone vault here. I shouldn't be charging in. I should be kind of chilling out a bit. Maybe I'll check out the other stairs before I just start wandering into the open like that. It's not too smart. Stay on the stair. Skeletal warriors hit really hard. We're just being slowed. Okay, let's make another force. And maybe we'll ice blast them. I don't think that would do much. I'll acid him instead. Alright, there we go. Man, we're really getting nailed by this guy. I think we're fine. But if I get hit again... let's XV him. I feel like he can do a lot of cold. He can do 16 damage max plus 24, so he can do 40. We're on 45, we can take one more. We've got agility, so our powered by pain, when we're being a bad player, is helping us out. Alright. Okay, so we gotta run now. I guess maybe we heal. I don't really want to use a blinking scroll. So we're gonna heal wounds. We need... Alright, there we go. We did it. So that was really sketchy. My being greedy cost me a heal wounds charge there. So I could have just walked away from him because I was no longer slow, but I didn't, and we paid the consumable price. Ooh, shiny shield. We have a buckler, but it's just a +2 shield. Interesting. Let's see, we still haven't seen any good axes. Yeah, even the battle axes are plain. Let's carry this with us. We might still go into full shields. It's been a sad axe game. Let's take him up. So we won't fight him and a group at once. Armor to 11. I forgot dodging quite a while ago. Let's turn armor off and do dodging. My dodging's still at 3. That's a little bit sad. Oops. Same thing, should take him up. Not be lazy. And I'll check the final stat. Again, rather than just running around. I think I would rather be shields as a Quaz user. So we're at D14 and we still haven't found a good two-handed axe that we really want to use. I really like shields with Quaz because first of all your elemental clouds do a lot of DPS for you, so you're not quite as dependent on your weapon as normal. But also because all your noise attracts lots of enemies, it's good to be able to block. And because it's hard to rest, so you tend to fight a lot without breaks in between, in which case the blocking helps too. Alright, I think I might... Let's upgrade the shield. We'll start training shields again. And, I mean, maybe if we now happen across an Executions axe sometime very soon, I'll think about switching. But I think we're probably going to go a full-on shield. It's more plain battle axes. It's so uninspiring. Come here, Cyclops. Have the choice here of potentially eating some mutagenic chunks here. I've got 3 mutation. I thought that was a sounding game. You probably didn't hear it, but there was a mosquito just flying past my ear. I was like, I thought it was one of the vampire mosquitoes in game or something, but it was real life. So I've got 3 potions of mutation. So if I mutate with chunks, I probably can't get out of it. Let's just do it. This whole not finding many potions and not playing mutation roulette is not great. So we just got the ability to... Whoa. The ability to blink. That's good. You feel clever. +2 int. Retainers, lengthen and sharpen. 1 level of that mutation won't do anything while you're wearing boots. Let's go again. You feel weaker. -2 strength. No. That did nothing. So we got the ability to blink and we got -2 strength. Was really the outcome of that. Alright. What am I trying to pick up here? Let's just eat these fruits so we don't have them. Just a couple of apples. What am I trying to pick up? Okay. Let's drop the buckler then. And the empty acid. And the empty lightning. And the one flame. Alright. Check out these useless ones. $12.86. We've got to get to 1381. Hey, a new ring. A protection from cold. Should we remove the other one from our shopping list? I think so. Alright, that's good. So I'd rather use the fire, and then we can switch to cold if the need arises. Switching rings is a very quick action in terms of the game, so you can always switch your rings or jewelry on the fly if you need to. It's something quite often you see, or I see, newer players say walking around with a ring of sea invis on. You don't need to do that because you can always just very quickly switch if you happen across an invis enemy. There's Uruk. Well, we have 19 shield and reflection, so if she throws javelins at us, oh, she's mited. What mited her? She had a potion of might. That's not fair. Alright, let's make an elemental force. She just gets overwhelmed. We've seen a lot of double swords around. Here's a shiny chainmail. We're going to pick that up. It might be our invis. So a double sword is one of the two best one-handed sword weapons. I don't want to change. They're just plain anyway. But that's something that you should be wary of. At this point, you're already 16 axis points invested. Even though a double sword is better than the axes we found, you don't want to switch weapons like that. That's another thing you see new players do all the time. I wonder if I can set up an acid blast here that hits both. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go. Okay. These guys do so much damage. They're so strong. It's one of the reasons why you don't clear the dungeon before lair. Speaking of all the things new players do, I was watching that happen just yesterday. He was on D15. I think he was only brand new to the game. I didn't know that you need to go to lair. Let's drop that ring of flight. Can we? Did I already drop it? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. I'll put our fire back on, and I want to test this ring chainmail. I probably should go to an upstep because my noise is going to pull people, so I don't want to fight when I'm naked. This might be our poison. It's cold resistance. No. So it's 18 and 11, whereas this is 20 and 9. I'd rather have the AC. The cold resistance isn't a big deal. Plus, we're going to a plus 15 armor pretty soon. Or at least I hope. These humans indicate the vaults. The vault's entrance vault. Oh, down there. He pasted? What's with all these uniques? Not uniques, but just monsters. Using up all my consumables. Uruk had a might. He had a haste. Okay, the necromancers can agony me with like a 57% chance. Agony is effectively torment, so that's obviously not good. They didn't do it. Let's get next to him so he's not just halberding us while we can't hit him back. He doesn't. It's a battle axe of venom. That's a wizard. Okay, that's really bad for us. If we XV him, we don't know what skill set he has, but if he has banishment, he has a 47% chance to banish us. Also has paralyze, and then potentially crystal spear as well. In which case we want to make elemental force immediately, so that he doesn't have line of sight to banish us. I'm gonna tell them to get the wizard. He's haste, so he was a crystal spear variety. There's another one. Same thing, guys, get the wizard. And I think I'm gonna do an upheaval just to help out. Okay. Access to 16. That's our min delay on this war axe. If we go to a broad axe, so we'll want 18. I think maybe just for the moment I'll turn them off, and then when we get a good broad axe, I'll turn it back on again. There was a battle axe of venom here. I don't know whether a battle axe of venom would entice me to swap away from shields. Let's check it out though. So we'll take the shield off. We'll wield this battle axe of venom. +2 battle axe of venom. No. If that was say +9 or something, I might. Or more likely if that were say like a vampiric axe, then I'd be slamming it. But for venom, which is not ultimately that strong a brand. Oh wow. Yeah, we need to go to our protection from cold ring. Alright, there we go. The cold ugly things hurt a lot. Let's go back to fire. That was lazy and silly of me. I'm gonna chop this guy up again. I only had one. Maybe we'll get hungry and we could mutate ourselves a bit more. We nearly have enough gold. Right, come on, warrior. Here we go. As I was saying, there's our vault's entrance. Is that enough? Yeah, alright. You do get a little message when you get enough gold to buy something on your shopping list, but I guess I missed it. I tend to. This guy is just immune to ice blast shots. Yeah, so I think I'm still not sure about the shields. I kind of want to focus it, but I also kind of don't want to. I'm going to focus fighting. I'm still kind of hoping that I'm going to find a massive axe and then change my mind. Let's go get that +15 armor though. It gives us int -5. We don't really care about that in terms of casting, because we're not planning on using spells anyway. The only reason we care about it is if your int becomes low enough that you're in danger of going to 0. This takes us to 35 AC. That's really good. It also gives us an extra point of regen. So goodbye plain plate armor. Hello +15 artifact armor. Gonna do another check for R poison. Nothing. Alright, we might be in trouble. Let's go to back to the dungeon. This has been a really hard one. And let's go again. We're sensing things. The bane of antennae. You sense monsters you'd otherwise just normally travel past, and it pulls you out of auto travel. Here we are. A storm dragon. Oh boy. That's really scary. We don't have Arlek. No. Okay. How is he not seeing us? Let's make an elemental force. Yeah, look at that electric damage. Just walk away from him and let my... I was gonna say summons, but the elementals aren't really summons. Finish him off. Oops. Probably should be curaring things as well. Although I think he's our poison, so it's not as strong. Here's a ruined area. As a rule of thumb, you shouldn't go in there. So we're not. Maybe we'll go in later when we're much stronger. We're returning with after 2 runes. Death Knight. If we XV him, 57% chance to agony. Let's not do that. I can take him out on his own. Here's another plain broadaxe. Maybe I'll pick that up. If we ever find branding. The laser guns are going off. And I was making the mistake again before of just exploring off the stairs when I should be hanging out there for a bit and seeing what comes. Let's just wait here a bit. Not too much stuff. And the last stair. Whoops, I forgot the hanging out part. I don't know, that will ever not be funny. I like how they were all the poison variety. They knew that we didn't have our poison. Being slow. We're gonna get hungry. Fire Dragon. We have 1 point of RF, so that's okay. We'll see if he blasts us as he walks up. He has not. So we can fight him. We got trampled off the stairs. We also got Might from our Powered by Pain. We're still missing our top level Demonspawn Mutation. Although bets on that, I'm still betting it's going to be Torment Resistance. What I'd probably like best is you can get Robust, which means you end up with 3 points of Robust. So you get plus 30% HP. Look at all this mutagenic meat we could eat. But we're not hungry. Why can't I? Oh right, I can't carry it. Let's drop the normal meat. Let's get the mutagenic. So we could go nuts here. We have 15 if we get hungry. I don't know why I want to pick up Amnesia. I'm going to turn that off. We don't have any... I don't know, why am I picking it up? Am I carrying some already? No. I have them turned off in my auto pickup. That's really weird. You can see here it's turned off. And I don't have any others. So why is it trying to pick those up? These questions we'll never know. Ooh, weapon shop. There's a glowing war axe. Yeah. Really want a broad axe. Wonder paralysis. Okay, that's good. I think all our mutagenic meat all rotted. Oh well. Let's get. We still have all these random ones. We don't need. No, we can have polymorph. Let's drop this extra ice blast, and I think I'm gonna turn them off. And paralysis and lightning. You can get more acid. I'm now. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm gonna die. Quick, put my protection from cold on. Being an idiot. Alright. Put our fire back on. That could have been really bad. That was really silly. Fighting an ice dragon with no protection from cold. Bunch more gold. What else is on our shopping list? Some of these things we can delete. If you do your exclamation mark, you can change at the top here which action you're doing. So we can delete the +0 shield. We can delete the chainmail. And then, well, +4 ring of protection would be nice, but then we don't have any, what's gonna call it? RF. There's actually a scroll of brand weapon now. That's probably the next thing I'd like to buy actually. And then we can brand a broadaxe. I'll step around the corner so that I'm not being hit by the Death Knight and the Skeletal Warrior at once. There's the agony. A Skeletal Warrior? Oh god. Is that better, Americans? Skeletal. Unfortunately, he can never kill me with agony. Because it's like torment. It halves your health, but it will never actually kill you. But it looks bad. This is ugly. We're now slowed. Maybe I might just quaff an agility. And I'd like to put my protection from cold ring on against the freezing wraith. And then I think we're fine. Level 16. Your magic shroud grows more resilient. So we now, when hurt, here, you generate magic rapidly. I think that's what we're getting. Okay. So, alright. Lots of magic. Which is kind of effectively like getting fast regen. Because our magic is effectively our health. Should be on the stairs. Let's go back up. I wonder if he takes damage from our clouds. If he reflects that. I'm gonna say he doesn't. Ow. Ow. The agony. Dodging for 5. Looks like we've pretty much cleared the dungeon now. No poison though. This is a real worry. Alright, that's our dungeon done. So I guess we're gonna call that one here. No poison. One last check. No. So we're in a bit of a pickle here, because we've either got spider or shells, neither of which is good. I don't know, I'll have to think about that one. So join me next time. We'll go somewhere that's gonna be ugly. Oh dear. Alright, see you later.